Hello everyone, so today we're going to do a quick video where I talk about my new watch, the Smiths PRS-29 Air Ministry from Timefactors, as well as opening two strap options which I recently bought online for it, and they actually just came in the mail. So I figured I'd set this up, give us some other pieces here to look at, a little bit of visual interest, and talk about the new watch. Talk about maybe the buying process a little bit quickly on that, and then just go straight into unboxing the new straps and trying them on. You know, fitting new straps on video, I'm sure takes some skill that I may or may not have, but we're gonna give it a shot. So today, we are talking about the Smiths PRS-29AM Air Ministry. This is a watch which is actually a part of a pair of two watches from Timefactors. That is a, well, I won't say homage, it's really sort of a reproduction of a watch that was issued to the Royal Air Force, the Royal British Air Force. From what I understand, I don't know, the period somewhere between the 1940s to the late 50s, early 60s, I suppose, is when these were floating around. You know, there's a lot of people who are complete experts on this topic. I am not. So don't quote me on that, but I'm just here to show you the watch and tell you a little bit about it. Here are some specifications as well that came with the watch, and obviously you can find all this stuff online as well. I'll bring this up here and I'll just pause it here so you can get an idea. But it is a hand-wound mechanical watch. They are produced in Hong Kong for Eddie at Timefactors. It does have thermally blued hands, which are gorgeous. It does have an anti-magnetic iron cage around the movement, as well as an iron dial, so it is quite anti-magnetic. Has a rating there, much higher than your average watch that's kicking around. And for the price point, I just think it's a really gorgeous, classy watch that is definitely a nod to aviation watches on the British side. A lot of times we see German, you know, Flieger-inspired aviation watches, but this is a British sort of aviation watch, and I really wanted to add it to my collection. I do have another Smiths as well. This is the PRS-40, which I bought. I bought this one secondhand off of a gentleman on Reddit, and that was a fantastic experience. Actually, my first experience buying a secondhand watch. And also on Reddit, so that was fantastic. This watch I do love quite a lot as well. So I have a feeling I'll have some more Smiths watches in the future. This came on a green NATO. From what I understand, they typically come on a black NATO, but that was out of stock. So it was fitted to this very, very dark green NATO, which I think looks absolutely fantastic with this sort of off-white dial. Yes, this does have an ETA 2801 hand wind Swiss movement, 28,000, frequency is 28,000. What does that mean? I mean, it means essentially 8 ticks per second, you know. Okay. Some other watches here featuring Glycine Combat Sub, one of my favorite everyday watches. Citizen Navihawk, fitted to a black NATO, I guess you could say Zulu style NATO strap, bought from the band, was bought from Amazon, something generic, but it's a very thick strap and I like that. And of course, then we have the metal G-Shock as well, another one of my daily watches. So I bought this watch, like I said, through Timefactors. Just briefly, you can't just go on Timefactors and order a watch at any time. You do have to stay subscribed to the email list, so you receive any news and updates from Eddie himself, as well as it does help to be, you know, part of the forums, as well as the Facebook group at Timefactors. Lots of stuff is posted on there. The watch came in this small little travel case. It actually came shipped in a box, which did get a little bit beat up. This was a box that was inside of a bag. Shipped through UPS. It came here to the US extremely fast from the UK, from Sheffield, where Eddie's located. And yeah, I mean, and remarkably fast. He also shipped out the orders remarkably fast as well. I know he's over there busting his butt to get all the orders out that went through this previous Sunday. This does stick a little bit. You kind of have to lift it. There we go. Little travel pouch with some foam, a little cloth, and then as well as the warranty card, which has all my relevant information on it, such as the serial number, warranty, start date, etc. Alrighty now, so let's put the watch down. By the way, I do love these NATOs from Timefactors, because this is the stock NATO as well that came on the PRS-40, and I love these NATOs. I don't know what else to say. They have bead blasted hardware, very long, lots of options regarding sizing. Yeah, they're not stitched here, but they're pasted, but I mean, but they're very durable. Absolutely loving those. So let's take a look at our first strap option for today. This should be fun. Microtech Trudon, of course. All right, let's take a look at the first one. So this first one is a watch strap that I bought for extremely cheap on eBay, you might have guessed. I'm not sure what gave it away. Oh man, it's actually quite a thick parcel. Wow. All right, there we go. So this watch is a leather strap purchased through eBay from a seller called NATO International. And they have some very, very inexpensive straps, as well as some very cool, open-ended straps for, I guess, you know, fixed lug watches, various NATOs, various size of leather straps. This is, yeah, NATO International from the US. This is the, I'll leave a link to what it's called below, but I believe it does have something vaguely pilot inspired about it. But it is a double-ribbed, padded leather two-piece strap, calf leather, 18mm, of course. The lug width of this is 18mm. The size of the watch itself is 36mm. That's actually the smallest watch that I own. Okay, so we just slip it out. I'm on camera, guys, so you know. This is not my original choice of color. The original one, it turns out they actually did not have any more stock currently. So I did go for this taupe color. But actually, I quite like it a lot more here in person than the pictures online. So I really like this. And the brand is IW Swiss. Wow. Has a suede-ish liner. You see it has the double sort of padding. It looks very pleasant. Yeah, a little stitch keeper, one fixed, one floating. I definitely like that. Well, I guess it comes pre-installed with little spring bars. Okay, very cool. So, you know what? That's the first one. We'll get to that in just a moment. Some more. Second, I actually really do like that. This is pretty cool. All right. Second strap. This was extremely cheap. It's like I said, like $18. It looks really pretty nice, especially for the price. I mean, that's gonna be, I mean, I guess I will fit it here shortly. I don't plan on editing. This is kind of a one-go, one-off, no edits. You gotta live dangerously sometimes. This one is a watch band that is metal. It was quite a bit more expensive. This is a Forstner. A Forstner bond clip style. Bond clip style, also called ladder style, metal bracelet. And the reason why I got this one is because it seems like it was a very, let's get any papers out of there. It seems like it was a very, what's the word? Authentic or accurate, period correct, I guess you could say, watch bracelet to put on this watch. Because this is essentially a recreation of the Omega 6B pilot watches that were issued to the Royal British Air Force. Let's just cut this. Let's get it over with. Yeah. Okay. So this is the ladder style. From what I understand, some watches were eventually issued on a strap very similar to this. Forstner. All right. I like the packaging. Very nice. Magnetic closure as well. That's cool. Let's see, how do we do it? Aha. There we are. So, Forstner bands, I ordered this direct from them, from their website. It came here very fast, actually, as well. There you are. You can see ForstnerBands.com. Bond clip style. Ladder style. This is my first time actually checking out one of these. Come on, it's like a caterpillar. Aha. Okay. So, first impressions, very lightweight, kind of hollow and rattly feeling. Now, that is, I'm not saying that in a derogatory way, because that is, I mean, by the nature of the design and the original design and just the function and form of this watchband, that is how it's going to be. But definitely light, it'll definitely be very lightweight, that's for darn sure. Definitely very flexible as well. I got a sticker on me. Very flexible as well. Forstner. So the idea here is you have this little clip, and this one in particular, I bought this brand because this had a better securing style than the other brand that I saw that currently makes these. And so basically you attach this to your watch, which we will do. And then once it's on, to size it, you just pull this until it's tight and then go over and secure it there. I quite like that. We'll see how it feels here in a second. Okay, also, so yeah, I did bring out some of these other watches. If you ever desire to see a video on any one of these, let me know. I do have some more, but I decided to bring out just a couple. All right, so let's go ahead and take this NATO off. Okay, there we go. This came equipped with shoulderless spring bars, but it does have, as you can see, drilled lugs, pierced lugs. So let's go for the first strap. Okay, changing straps on video. You know we love that. Spring bar out. So far so good. Obviously I don't want to scratch my watch needlessly, but I am trying to do this on video. There we are. Very good so far. Thus far. Let's go ahead, do this very carefully. This is my own watch. I don't plan on selling it, but it'd be great if I didn't scratch it up, right? That is secured. All right, first one down. Second one to go. And, there we are. Ooh, what do we think, guys? What do we think? I think that looks quite nice. Let's try to put it on. Excuse me for one moment. Oh, that color actually is really fantastic. Much, much, much better than the pictures. Actually, this one, I was originally going to go for a bit of a rich, kind of, I guess they described it as a peanut color strap originally. Now this one, though, is going to have to break in, so I'm going to fit it a bit tightly right now than I maybe would normally do, but it's going to have to break in a bit. So let's give it a go. You can see there, yeah, it definitely needs a bit of break in. That's okay. It is actually pretty flexible though, as far as the end. The padded portions are obviously less so. There we are. My wrist, I believe it's about 7 and is it 7.5, 7 1/4, somewhere there. Okay, so yes, so we're gonna have to get it. We're gonna have to let it break in because it's running a bit flat over my wrist here. That's normal. but the band itself is quite handsome. Give it a little, maybe a little stretch on the sides. Let it sit better. All right, there we are. Here, I'll bring it higher on my wrist that I normally would, just because it does need to be stretched a bit. There we are. I think quite handsome. Quite handsome. Adds a little bit of visual intrigue as well with the padded portions. Let me try to take this off. Okay, and now that I have the spring bars out of my watch, the original ones, let's take a look and see how these are attached. So, so these classically were like a little, it was called a bond clip because you could clip it to fixed lug watches, and that, I mean, obviously they originally were fitted to fixed lug watches. So, but they say if you have a spring bar that's over 1.5 millimeters in size, then it won't slip out. And this one is, these spring bars, I believe I measured to be 1.8. So as you can see, actually they are, plus when the watch is actually on your wrist, I don't think it would naturally fall out like that. So let's see, if we're gonna put it on the wrist here and we want to turn it over and see the brand, that means we need to attach it this way. Yep, so then when we turn it over, there it is. So alrighty, let's take this one off. Easy. Get out of there, you. All right. Like I said, I believe, yes, this will be the way. So, and I do think I'm probably gonna, I do lean towards metal bands, so I do think this is gonna be my sort of go-to, but we shall see. Other than the NATO, I love NATOs as well. Those are quite strong spring bars, my goodness. Let's undo this. Of course, spring bars, you know, they go flying across the room all the time. No, please don't. Okay. I'd rather not scratch out my lugs. Aha. So that's the look that we have here. What do we think? What do we think? Well, difficult to size it on it if you're not on anything, so let's just put it on the wrist. So you can slide it through, plop it on, do this, bring it around town. Let's put it here. And we're secured. Aha, now that is quite handsome. Let's go in a little closer. There we are. Sorry if my positioning has been a bit off. My phone camera is actually kind of above my head, so I can't really see what is going on here. Now that is quite a looker. All right, y'all. So that'll do it for this day. I'm very happy with my purchases. This is extremely comfortable, and I do favor metal bands, so this is definitely going to be on here all the time. This leather band, I'm going to have to do a little, I'm going to have to work it in just a little bit here on this padded portion, but overall, I mean, for $18, about, like, wow. I mean, that's a no-brainer, isn't it? Let's get a little closer on that. Very pleasant. Very pleasant. And in fact, I actually like this color more. So I'm glad I got, pardon me, I'm glad I got this color. All right, so that'll do it for today. Timefactors, Smiths. Gotta have Microtech. Some of my other favorite watches here. Hope y'all enjoyed. Bye.